I got to Gridania just as night was coming. That's too bad. Gridania is so pretty. Oh well. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Welcome to Gridania, madam. The Elder Seed Seer awaits your arrival. Greetings, good madam. You are the Ul'dah envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray, make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nopika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seed Seer awaits. Alright. This is actually kind of the, not trickiest one, but it's just kind of the most out of the way one. It's easy to get lost on this one. Gotta make sure I put myself down as busy so that I don't get random whispers and invites and stuff. You are the Ul'dah envoy? Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Imperial Flames. Please, come with me.
So you are the Ul'dah envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kan-e Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral. A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you see. Or you say, I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilzabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech some 50 years ago past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by his technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilzabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet, Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the Empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius von Belzar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easily. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds. Never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. You may now make use of the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and gil. Oh, look at that. There's the next quest right there. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seedseer went well, my lady envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merlweb Blue of Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Badaron, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch? Wow. The Drowning Winch. It's... somebody dropped the wrench into the ocean, some mechanic working on a boat, and now that wrench is drowning. Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I'm told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you're interested in learning more, pray speak with Badaron at his establishment. Okay, so see, at this point you could go back and use the airship, but because I was smart and I got the teleporties. Oh, I forgot to do the Gridania one though. Oh, that's fine, whatever. Actually, no. Let me go do it real quick. I can use the teleporties instead of the airship, which doesn't make a huge difference, but it is a little actually faster and not much more expensive, so. Windy Taco Bell. Really? That's a name? Okay. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... I'm battering, alright. Who's asking? Ah, heard as I've got a job for capable adventurer, you say. Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. And this is the beginning of dungeons. We're gonna start doing dungeons. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Stastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north to Elport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago that the Fishback's pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Veteran, I shall be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. What do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Elport in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Stastasha Sea Grot included. Their research revealed little, save that the family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Stastasha again. But with the Sahagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Stastasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult the Melpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. So, if you're noticing already, I did take a minute to buy a new shield because my shield was like level 8. The rest of my gear is great because I did that dungeon stuff. So I've got like, you know, item level 17 gear. Like I said, the gear that you get from those novice things are better than what you're going to get from the dungeons. The only thing that's not is my helmet. But I don't really care about my helmet that much. I mean, I do, but one piece of gear isn't going to kill me. But I did think I should get an upgraded shield. Didn't get an upgraded weapon, because you'll get those in... I mean, you'll get a shield in the quest too, eventually, but I figured buying one piece of gear wasn't too expensive. It was like 2,000. It was half my guild, but it was worth it, I think. You're here about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you want to board a ferry bound for Elport. Once you arrive in western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Stastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you. Train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Stastasha, just north of Elport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. So, I do think that they added that even after they added the novice thing. I'll show you what I mean. So you see here on my quest, it says speak to the adventurers in the Hall of the Novice. I don't think, oh, I know for a fact you didn't used to have to do this, but I don't think when they first added the Hall of Novice, I don't think you had to do this either. I think they added this later, this step later, because even when they added the Hall of the Novice thing, people still weren't doing it. And so this is like kind of the game's like last resource or resort into saying like, okay, you really need to do these because it teaches you how to do dungeons so that you can do these dungeons. But I guarantee you, I don't even have to guarantee you, I promise you that people still don't do those Hall of the Novice things, because I have jumped into dungeons, starter level dungeons, time and time again, where somebody in the dungeon is wearing a bunch of ragtag gear, so they clearly didn't do the novice stuff. And sadly, about half of the time it's the tank, which is like, come on, man. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jacket sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Stasha Seagrot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the highest of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smiths here oversee the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Stasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Okay, but see, you can go straight to, after you talk to them, you can go straight to the Yellow Jacket thing. So a lot of people come and talk to this person, and then they go, bye now, bye-bye. And I am too, but I've already done it. I did it at level 15, which was like a month ago. It wasn't really a month ago, I'm kidding. All these characters are very interesting to me. Ah, a fellow adventurer, you too are here to unravel the mysteries of Stasha. I have adventured across this wide realm for more seasons than I dare to count, yet still Eorzea manages to surprise me with her beauty and splendor. Our journeys are not ended by the attainment of riches or fame. It is an unquenchable thirst for for the unknown that drives us into the wilds time and again. Even if I explored the world for 1,000 years, I would never grow weary of this life. Hi, Aliane. Grandfather and I are companions on the road. We travel where the wind takes us and drink in all the wonders of this world has to offer. Only an adventurer can understand the joy of such freedom, of discovering hidden places and experiencing sights and sounds that few may never know. The passing years have begun to take their toll on the old man, but no force save death itself will sate his appetite for adventure. I'm sorry, Aviri. I came as fast as I could. I tried haggling with the merchant, but 2 potions was the best I could get with the money you gave me. I had no idea how expensive they were. What took you so bloody long, Edda? If me purse was too light, you might have considered using some of your own bleeding coin to get us what we need. You've only ever been as useful as the contents of your pockets. The gods know you can barely heal a scratch. We took up the venture in life to take on the big jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if you can't even get our supplies in order? It's the one Baderon was talking to. Well, we'll see who gets the glory. This job should have been ours in the first place. This is perfect for our inaugural outing as a party. Wandering around in the caves, turning over a few rocks. How difficult could it possibly be? I never expected our first visit to the Adventurers Guild would yield such a straightforward way to win fame and glory. Wahahaha, Edda, you're so slow, you'd lose a foot race to a tree slug. I just want to point out that Edda was being tasked with, like, going to get the potions and stuff and was very sorry, and she tried her best. And Aviri, the tank character, was rather mean and rude to her. That's all. I just want you to remember that. Just remember that. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship the ship seen slipping around the Isle of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So, when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of the Sestasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancylings, serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-faced tattoos. Use the duty finder to enter Sestasha. Alright, this is Sestasha. Second here. Let's get going. I'm the tank. I must do the tanky things. Alright, so we're not going to do the whole, like, you can see the whole entire instance. You don't really need to. I'm just going to show you the opening, and then we'll zip to the boss fights and stuff along the way. But you can see it's a nice, cool underwater cave. Got some neat effects to it. Pretty. Alright, so we fought our way through the monsters into the pirates area. Now we're finishing off the last couple of pirates. And then we'll get to the boss. Who, in this dungeon, we've actually been chasing the pirate leader through the dungeon. Like, we fight him every once in a while, and then he runs away. You sully our spawn grounds, Shorewalker. And then we chase him right into the Sahagin. Okay, everybody ready? Yep. Let's do it. And then there's these little spawn points all around the map where those little water ride ripples are. And mobs are gonna start coming out, but we're gonna kill this guy too fast. It won't really make a difference. There you go. That is Stasha. It's one of my favorite parts about Final Fantasy XIV is you get your little victory pose, kind of like the old video games. I love it.
I broke you, and I'm trying to fix this.